Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we've got another modification here on the GR Yaris, and this is kind of something a little bit left field. I'm not seeing it been done on this car or any other GR Yaris, so let's go find out what it is. This is what we're fitting here today. So this I managed to get on eBay. I don't believe it was the original seller, so I have seen these about, but not very often. So I'll try and, if I can find where these are for sale, I'll post a link down in the description down below the video. I'll show you the part number. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I believe I paid £40 for this, so it's a nice cheap mod. The idea will take these indicators here and replace them with sequential indicators like you get on some of the fancy new modern cars, something that the GR Yaris doesn't have. It'd be nice if we could even do sequential indicators on the front, but I'm not seeing that being done quite yet. So I'll show you what we've got here, and let's try and fit these. So here we've got door mirror LED sequential winkers. So we'll try and get these winkers fitted to the car. Now I believe these are from, if I translate it correctly, Enlarged Trading Company Limited. And then we've got, I think this just says this bit here, and then here we've got flowing blinker. So they got blinker here, winker here, a little bit of translation. So this is a little bit to their YouTube video, which I believe by the looks of it is on a GR Yaris, but I couldn't understand any of the bits and pieces of the language on there. And if you are interested, here is all the information on the back. These are overnight parts from Japan, kinda. So let's see what's inside. So if we open up our sequential winkers, we have, okay, so looks like actual replacement winkers. They look like pretty decent quality, look very similar to the OEM. I think they're, in fact, they're even smoked. So, and then we actually have some pry tools and a screwdriver. So kind of everything you need there. No instructions, but that's what we're here for. Initially I was going to see if the mirror cap would just pop off if I just pulled it forward. But then I just thought I just didn't want to put so much stress and strain on the little clips, so I thought it best to take off the mirror glass and go from the inside. The mirror glass comes out quite easily, just tilt it to one side and then just pull. Just be careful, there are wires on the back for the heated element, so just don't tug too hard. So with that out of the way, it looks like there's a few clips in here that we need to push to kind of push this mirror cap off. So it's quite dark in here. I think this is one of them up here, and then the rest of them are these ones up here. So let's see if we can get that off. The key to this section here was to push the clips up, the two at the top. I found once those are up, there's one on the left hand side of that, and then the mirror cap should pop upwards, and then you just got to give it a fairly good tug. that's the mirror cap off. Really, it's just a case, it was probably hard to see, but basically I just put a pry tool where these two teeth are, and then kind of just push forward. All these other ones kind of come out quite easily, no damage. You do have to push it a bit, so there is a little bit of force required, but not too much, and it comes out. Right, so now we have the mirror cap off, we can see the connection to the original indicator, so it looks like this new one's going to be a bit smoked. We need to get this little bracket off here, so we're going to use our JDM provided screwdriver, high quality, and we'll take out that screw, and then this should start to come out. Oh. Right, so if you couldn't see, this clip here, which is up here, that's fairly easy to move out of the way because this is quite flimsy. The clip down here, just lift it up away from this bit here, and then on the inside there's just the two clips which you push the pry tool in. Maybe this lower clip. We're going to give these a clean before we stick these all back on, but we're pretty much there. So this is the module here, and as you can see, this is the replacement. So there is a smoked effect on there. So this one has an L on it, which I assume is left. Although it doesn't. Is that the same? Let's find out. There you go, that's come off. Kind of, there we go. There's kind of a rail here, so you kind of lift it up off these pegs and pull towards you. And there's a connector on here. There we go. So there you go, you can see a complete comparison. Let's try and reverse this now. When plugging in the new indicator, it can go one of two ways, but one way won't work and one way will work. So just test it before you fit it. Just going to make sure it actually works first before we put it all back together. So let's just go and try that as it's... Huzzah! Fantastic! That's spot on. So now we need to fit them. And they're in sync with the front indicators as well, which is good. Right, so the original wiring down here, kind of tucked on here. It actually looks like we've got a bit more extra wiring than we did before. So we'll have to find a nice home for that in a minute. So this bit here will slide onto these rails here. Trying to find a good place to place all these cables, really. Don't want to get them pinched by anything. I think for me they'll probably work just fine just there. So let's grab something to give the other bits and pieces a clean while we're here. Right, so if you guys and girls know me, anytime I'm taking anything apart, I'm going to give it a good clean. So that's what we'll do here. So we'll give all this a quick clean. Might as well wipe it off. Okay, so the reassembly should be the reversal of the take apart. So the lower plastic on first. What I'm just going to make sure is that we're not pinching any of these cables here. So just making sure they are routed This one's rooted back on itself from the factory. But yeah, just trying to make sure that everything's in a place where it's not going to get pinched. This kind of slides back over. Should just clip back on. And it does. There's a little groove up here for this top piece here. And there you go, the indicator's on. You need to put that little screw back in. And torque value, let's find out. We're going to do it. That's 7.5 Newton meters. Putting the mirror glass on is pretty simple. There's a metal prong that just needs to go in a little socket, a little indent that you'll see on the inside of the mirror cap, and that's just, I believe, for the heated element. And then just push on, just apply even pressure near the middle, and it should all start clipping on. For the upper mirror cap, just align it and then push towards the back of the car and it clip on, nice and sturdy. There you go, that's lovely and clean, and it actually looks quite discreet. Now it's smoked in there, it looks pretty OEM. I'll show you the other side so you know what we're comparing it to. Right, excuse it, it's dirty, but you can see how much brighter. This is just almost silver here, so that's made a good difference. So it is quite bright sunshine, but you can see this one just literally has a little light in the very end, nothing up here. Completely standard, as you can see. Front ones are on, but over here, wow, that is a complete difference. We're in time with the front ones. It'd be nice if we could make these sequential, or even change the daylight running lights to a different colour. Little subtle effects.
Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn.
I was really happy with the results of these sequential winkers. The only thing is, I was driving home after filming this and I noticed there was a distracting bit of orange light that was coming out from underneath the wing mirror. So a little bit more investigation and I think we can fix that. So I took off the mirror cap and there is a little hole on the inside of the mirror cap. Now with these indicators now being a lot stronger and brighter, I think this is where the light is leaking through. So a bit of loom tape will cover up that hole nicely, refit the glass and job's a good one. And then just repeat the process on the other side. Here you can see where I've tucked in the wiring and done the same mod with a bit of loom tape as well. So here I've taken the still frame of just where the 4 main clips are, so you just need to push up, up and then down, down. There is a 5th clip just here. Don't need to worry about that into the second part, the second lower half of the mirror housing. So there you go, there is another install, and an install that I think modernises the look of the GR Yaris. So this was fitting the sequential winkers, I think it means blinkers, or indicators as we call them here in the UK. Yeah, really modernises the look of the car, and you know what, I think it makes it look a bit more like a bit more of an upmarket European car. I know like some of the high quality Audis, BMWs and things like that, they have sequential indicators here. I know things like maybe like a 2023 Mercedes C-Class Coupe, not quite so modern looking, doesn't have that kind of quality, so this has really elevated the look of the GR Yaris. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that this has encouraged you to go out and do a bit of modification to your car. If it does, give it a thumbs up, because that's always appreciated. If not, if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, but just put a comment down below how I can do it better. Until the next time, we'll see you. Goodbye.